Thunder Report from 107.7 The Franchise.
The Miami Heat looked like they were on a mission here tonight, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 103-81 behind 33 points from LeBron James. Kevin Durant had 28 for Oklahoma City, and Russell Westbrook returned after missing 27 games and scored 16 points, but only had 4 field goals. The Thunder trailed by as much as 22 points in the first half. They lost the first quarter 34-17 and closed the gap to 7 points before the half, but Miami went on an 8-0 run to start the second half and never looked back. Here's Scott Brooks in the post-game press conference.
I don't think we played well. That's offensively, we were out of sync. Turned the ball over too many times. We started off that first quarter 9 turnovers. I think the first 5 or 6 minutes we had 7. So didn't have the good rhythm going into this game or in the game. But the one thing I know about our guys that we'll go back into the gym tomorrow and bounce back and get ready for the next game.
Coach Michael Kennedy, Normal Transcript. Normally when you go into the fourth quarter, even when you're down by 11, 12 points, you'll be able to find a way to make a run. Why weren't you able to do it tonight?
We didn't hit shots. We turned the ball over and then we were 2 for 20 from the 3. When you don't have a good rhythm, sometimes the 3 ball can get you back into a game, and we didn't have shot makers tonight. We've had them, for a while now, and we didn't have them tonight. Like I said, just got to come back tomorrow and get ready for the next game. This is one of these games you got to give them credit. They came in and played well. They played good basketball. They scored 103 points on us, and we normally don't give up that many points.
Darnell Mayberry, the Oklahoman. What would you attribute LeBron's hot start to?
He's a good player. He's a good player. No, I mean, he shoots 58% for the field for the year. So, 15 for 22 is obviously higher than that. He's a good player. He was hot. I think the first maybe 10 points where it seems like transition off of our turnovers. They were dunks or layups. So when you give a guy like James a lot of opportunities early and easy opportunities, the basket becomes even bigger. And then he was filling it offensively, making shots, making tough shots, and I think a lot of it attributed to 2 things. He's a great player, and we gave him a lot of opportunities in transition off our turnovers.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. In what was otherwise kind of a dreary night for you guys, Russell did come back and at times had some good sparks. Went on I think a personal 7-0 run at one point. Just assess his play overall and how happy you were to see him back.
I'm happy that he's back. I'm excited for the opportunity for our team to continue to improve and get better in these next now 26 games. He had some good moments tonight. One thing we know about Russell, he's going to give you everything he has. He didn't make some shots that he normally makes, but he got to the free throw line 10 times, and that's something that we've lacked since he's been out. So those are points that we know we can get night in, night out with Russell back in the lineup. I didn't judge him from the 13 minutes in the first half, and I'm not going to judge him from the 24 minutes in this game. We're just going to keep getting him better, and as the season goes along, as he gets more comfortable in game shape, we're gonna see a better Russell every night.
Nick Alla, Thunder.NBA.com. Coach, playing with force has been a staple of how you guys play. Was that an aspect that was missing tonight on both ends?
We didn't have the energy that it takes to beat a great team or any team in our building. A lot to do with it was our turnovers. We were out of sync. I keep using that word, but we've had turnovers that we haven't had in a while. Jumping in the air, catching the ball, making the wrong reads. The thing I love about our guys, we're going to come back. This is one game. This is not the last game of the season. This is a game that we wish we would have played better, and we didn't. But we got a proud group of guys in our locker room, guys that I'm proud of, and we're going to come back better the next night.
Josh Goldman, WWL's Sports Animal. Do you think? Do you have an update on Kendrick Perkins' injury, and will he play on Sunday?
You know what? I'm not sure. I just know it's growing. I don't know if it's left or right. I haven't had a chance to talk to our staff yet, but we'll see. We'll see how
Royce Young, DailyThunder.com. I'm hoping you can kind of educate me on this. In Miami, it seemed like Miami loves to kind of trap pick and rolls. That's kind of their defensive system. In Miami, it seemed like you guys really absorbed that pressure well.
Yeah.
Found the roll man, then made another pass. It seemed like I don't know if they flattened it out a little bit more. It seemed like they made an adjustment.
Well, they did a good job. You know what? They did the same thing they did in Miami, but we did a better job of separating and making pinpoint passes on time, on target. And they were making some shots. When you make threes, now the defense has some tough decisions to make. You know, we made 16 threes, and that kind of got lost in the big-small lineup shuffle that people made a big deal out of. But we made 16 threes. Tonight we were 2 for 20. So there's a big difference. There's a big difference how we play offensively when the shots are not going, and there's a big difference how the defense plays when the shots are not going. They're loading up to the basketball. They're not worried about shots when the shots aren't falling.
Coach, Andrew Gilman, Fox Southwest. You guys called a couple timeouts early. It didn't seem like you said, you were out of sync. What do you attribute that lack of intensity early to? Do you think there's a lot of extracurricular talk about KD and LeBron? Was it Russ coming back? Was there just a lot to think about? The All-Star break? Hadn't played a game for a while?
I mean, All-Star break, you can make up a lot of things. I know one thing that we will not do is make excuses. We didn't play well. We're not happy with that. We're going to figure out how to get better from a game like tonight. We're a no-excuse organization. Our players won't make excuses. They beat us. They beat us fair and square. We're not happy with that. Not happy at all.
That's Thunder coach Scott Brooks. Next up for the Thunder, the LA Clippers at noon on Sunday. Oklahoma City still has the best record in the West at 43-13. We'll have our TotallyTickets.com countdown to tip-off show at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning from Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. 103-81, Miami smacks the Thunder here in Chesapeake Energy Arena tonight. That's today's Thunder Report. I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise.